Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am back today with a reading for Mars moving into Capricorn. I have felt that this Venus retrograde period in Capricorn has been so important in many ways. And now Mars is also about to join Venus in union in Capricorn. So Venus is going to start to move direct again in a few days on the 29th of January. And then on the 1st we have the full moon in Aquarius. And then after a couple of, I don't know, is it days, is it weeks? I'm not sure, I don't remember the dates, I'm sorry. But at a certain point anyway, Mars will meet up with Venus. And I believe that this happens around 15 degrees of Capricorn. So Mars and Venus will come into union, and then they will remain in this state of union during the last final 15 degrees of Capricorn, moving into Aquarius together. And so this period that we're in right now is really building up to that energy of Mars and Venus coming into union manifesting, so that we can receive the insight, the templates, the knowledge, the balancing of energy that is required for us to move into the age of Aquarius. I believe that Mars and Venus moves into Aquarius around the spring equinox actually, and so it's really like the new year, the year of the lovers, you know, the year of union. There's a lot of synchronicity around this. And so that's what I kind of want to explore in this reading, but with a very strong focus on, you know, what is required of us now through our Mars archetype to kind of receive and integrate the lessons that Venus have been preparing for us for a couple of months now. So I did pull some cards from the Animal Spirit Oracle, this wild unknown animal spirit. And the cards that came out was the Lamb and the Fire Ant. And there was also this mystery card that I will show you in a bit. It came out like upside down, so I will show it to you in a bit. But here we have the Lamb and the Fire Ant. And for those of you that have been following my readings, you may remember that for the new moon in Scorpio, we also got this lamb. And so I'm not gonna remember. I was gonna say that's also true. I don't fully remember what I said in that reading. I remember I spoke about the qualities of the lamb a little bit. I'm not gonna repeat that so much, because the way I see the lamb now is that the lamb is actually also very similar to the most abundant form of Venus. And so I think that when Venus is in her most abundant form, in her brightest form, then she is all about, you know, luxury. She's all about the things that makes life really sweet, really abundant, that makes us feel like we are so blessed to be alive, right? That we're living a life of purpose, of value, of enjoyment, and like a life that is truly beautiful. That's what this lamb reminds me of. It is an extremely abundant animal, yet it is often sacrificed. You know, we say the sacrificial lamb for a reason. It's very much part of a harder time when the lambs are sacrificed to appease the gods, you know. And so this, to me, it actually represents a group of people at this point in time. There is a group of people that I'm picking up on that have been really investing into the environment of their own body to the point where they're actually able to give birth to new cells that hold this imprint, energetic imprint of the Lamb. And in many ways, this can also be compared to Christ's consciousness. You know, Jesus became a sacrificial lamb because the environment around him was not abundant enough for him to live a very long life. And we see the same pattern within ourselves. Within our own selves, right? So if we are not abundant enough to value the innocent, the things that our mind cannot immediately understand, you know, the things that make us feel vulnerable, the things that are so soft and so gentle and so just, vulnerable. If our mind cannot value those aspects within ourselves, then we lose this path of the abundant form of Venus, you know, then we lose this path of Christ within ourselves, because our mind is kind of this evil god that will sacrifice the lamb just because then it can live up to some kind of a image that it has. So I think that this is the case for a lot of people at this point in time. So this group of people that I'm feeling, they're not that many at this point in time, but it really doesn't matter, because the power that they hold is the power of the new world. If you look over the head of this lamb, you see a diamond, and it's almost like to become this diamond, to become this lamb, you go through a period of intense testing. To become an angel, to become like Christ, you have to feel the devil over and over and over and still choose to be an angel, right? That's the only way. The same to become abundant, to become wealthy. You have to feel poverty over and over and over and still be able to somehow create the feeling of wealth within your life. You know, that's what we're learning right now. Nothing will be kind of handed to us if we do not have the kind of emotional strength, if we do not have the heart to work with the level of the energy, then we might feel very lost at this point in time. And so I will say to those of you, if you've been going through a lot of emotional turmoil, a lot of emotional challenge, you're probably building your lamp. Like, don't give up. This is not the time to give up. This is the time to just nurture yourself more, hold more space for the innocent, for the things that you might not immediately understand how can be valuable. I really strongly feel that these are paths that will take you into the new world. And so don't sacrifice these aspects of yourself. If you look at the fire ants, they hold a very different energy. So the lamb very much has been focusing on themselves. You know, like I say, they have been really maybe going through a lot of emotional challenge. The fire ants, instead of focusing on themselves, instead of giving light to themselves, their own selves, they have been focusing outside. They've been looking at society. And so these are people, and by the way, we probably all have these aspects within ourselves. These are archetypes that kind of comes through our subconscious and are like, do you want to ride this drive? Like, does this feeling appeal to you? Do you want to be like this? And if this feeling appeals to us, then we say yes and we jump into it, and that kind of a feeling will start to pump through our body. And so the people that are in this group are the people that really love this feeling of the push and the pull. You know, they love the feeling of competition and of trying to be a winner, trying to beat someone else. Or the other side to that are the ones that love to try to tear someone else down because they have been torn down before. You know, they are on this mission of revenge, kind of, and yeah, all of that. So these are people that are very much in opposition to something else. They are codependent to the core. If they do not have something to fight or to fight for, if they don't have a mission, then these people, they lose their meaning with life. That's how it's coming true. And so you see, like, there is a separation going on here between the people that have really kind of shed all the layers of their ego. They have let go of all of this mission energy, this fire energy, and they have gone into the earth, into the density of the earth. They have started to work with this kind of devil energy, to bring light to this devil energy through intense pressure and emotional challenge. But then you also have this other group of people that are very much on a mission, and the mission is their reason for living. Like, they feel as if they are nothing if they don't have something to fight for. You know, they are very much addicted to the fight. And so I feel that as we move into the new, these are people that will experience more and more challenge in their lives. And we will see this taking place, I feel like, in specific countries and places on earth. There will be places where there's a lot of this energy, and then there will be places that are very, very abundant and where we will see a lot of kind of this more sacred Venus, Lamb, Christ energy emerging. And so depending on what kind of archetypes we choose to feed within ourselves, we will feel drawn to either a place like this or a place like this, to play out kind of the destiny that we have chosen for ourselves. And so I think that these times that we're moving in now, they're gonna be so interesting, and people will really face themselves. You know, they will face who they truly are. It will manifest in their external realities. And that's where this mystery card comes in, because if you look at it, it is the swan. It is the mirror energy. And so I feel what really separates these two groups is that the fire ants are the people that when they look inside, they see nothing. Like, they just see darkness, they just see dark water. And that makes them so fearful that they run away from this stillness. But the lamb are the people that when they look inside, at first they saw darkness too, but it didn't make them that fearful. They started going deeper into it, and the more they started to explore their internal selves, the more they were looking within themselves, the more they could see this reflection of themselves. So this is very much like twin flame energy, a union energy. We can all choose to tune into that energy and manifest it into our lives. And I think that for the people that have chosen this for some time and have been working towards this, now is when this energy will begin to become more real. And so it's gonna be very interesting to see, like, what is happening here. Let us pull some tarot cards as well. For the collective, Mars in Capricorn. What do we need to know? What will give us value? What will allow us to be valued? Wow, interesting. Card flew on the floor. Oh, and it jumps around a lot, this card jumps around a lot. It's the Son of Swords. Underneath the deck, 5 of Cups in reverse. So the Son of Swords, he is some kind of, this is a key. This is some kind of mental kind of sharpness, you know. It's the ability to be sharp and precise and really kind of create order and structure within our own mind. Is very different from this type of energy where we are very much being pulled by this kind of mass, by this kind of like mass, how do you say it? Suggestion? I don't know how do you say it in English. But this energy is very, very sharp and precise. So I'm not fully getting the message though, I feel. Why not? What am I missing here? So maybe this is the energy that many people will feel at this time. Like that we are moving towards a time where we will feel like there is something more outside of what we already know. That we feel that we haven't seen it all. Maybe it will start to kind of come into our subconscious more and make us I don't know, the Son of Swords can be also very reckless. So I do feel like this can come through in 2 ways. One way is that people will start to feel like, I feel like I'm missing something. Like, oh, they will start to feel kind of uneasy and like, what is this? I need to figure this out. And they will really work, like become more open to seeing new things mentally. Whilst I think that other people that are maybe more in the fire and energy, that are kind of already trapped by that, they're just gonna move forward way more recklessly without really paying attention to this feeling of like anxiety, uneasiness. And so they might walk into things that are gonna teach them kind of harsh lessons about themselves, about, you know, the parts of themselves that they didn't have the capacity to observe within themselves. That's what I feel like. It's very much like we're gonna be fed, or we're gonna be dealt the same hand. And some people, the people that are really in their abundance, they are gonna make this into something wonderful and beautiful and expansive. Whilst the people that are in the fire ant energy, they are just gonna make it into a fight. And so I think that we might see this collectively on the big picture. We're also probably gonna see this within our relationships. And we're also probably gonna feel this within ourselves, you know, within our own masculine and feminine. Like being pulled apart is almost the feeling that I get with this fire ant energy from within. Whilst this lamb energy is just feeling such a sense of gratitude and just like joy for being alive, just like excited to see another day. So I just do want to pull a few more cards there. One more card maybe. It's already a little bit of a long reading, but Nine of Cups underneath the deck. And then Six of Swords in reverse, and the Magician as well in the reverse. Yeah, I feel that this is saying, if you're feeling uneasy, if you're not feeling still within yourself, like this swan, like if you don't feel like you are fully in awareness, fully in light of yourself, then don't try to manifest. Like, don't move forward, don't act, don't really believe in the thoughts that are coming into your consciousness. Focus on nurturing yourself, like bringing your environment into peace. I feel like it's so much about that now, that it's almost like the universe is saying, if you are not at peace, if you are not calm within, then you're not seeing what you need to be seeing in order to be manifesting the things that are actually good for you. And so I feel really like, pay attention to your own inner environment at this time. And the more reckless we are, the less willing we are to listen to our inner kind of anxiety or our inner fear, and just dismissing it, saying, no, it's bad, that's worthless, it doesn't tell me anything, it's something to be suppressed. The more I feel that we are just becoming trapped in this fire and energy. And when we do, we kind of lose our individual purpose, because the lamb energy is really that, is our unique way, you know, it's our diamond light. And so I'm gonna end the reading there, guys. I hope that you're doing good. Take really good care of yourself, and I speak to you soon. Bye for now.